welcome to the second round. This is Val and Adyn versus Zoroark and Masochist. We have round 2 settings here, so that means that White Palace is enabled and Dreamnail is duped. They have not chosen any extra settings, so this is all we're getting for now. Hopefully we see them load in soon, and then we can get them counted down. And I guess taking a look, because yes, this is all majors, so we will be seeing them probably rush areas with higher numbers, although it looks pretty balanced all around. They have 2 in Green Path, and 3 in Fungal, and only 1 in Fog Canyon. So all of the areas they could really go to. It's just a matter of where they want to go. And it's not unlikely that a stag is their way out, so we'll see. Could really be anywhere.
It's always funny with the green pad start that we always have a low green pad count.
Yeah. I mean, I think it makes a little bit of sense in linear. If it were square root, I would say it's probably more likely to have higher numbers, but I think it does make sense with linear that it's not in your starting area, just because it takes you on a journey usually.
Also, for all round 2 enjoyers, we have 3 checks in White Palace.
Heck yeah. Okay, I think we're going to get the runners counted down soon. Then get this first match started. Well, first upper bracket match of round 2.
So yeah, the difference with round 2 settings, because those teams actually won a race, they have all the White Palace totems shuffled if they want to. Well, by default it's on, but they can turn it off. We have a team that did that.
Mm-hmm.
And it also means that the last check, the king fragment, could be not the major item they need if it's one.
Yep. Yeah, and we're gonna. Oh, wow! Instant Mothwing Cloak. We're gonna hopefully be seeing the runners check the top of White Palace, because that can sometimes be helpful if you do see a major item there. But
the other main difference with round 2 settings is there's a dupe for the Dreamnail.
Yep. So they are more likely to go to White Palace more quickly, which could be fun to see. And also, it won't be like all those round 1 matches where Dreamnail was their last check for some reason.
That also explains why they started with 40 items to find. Because of that one extra Dreamnail.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're all about doing the same thing. I think there's some delay, more delay than with Adyn, so.
But yeah, with the start, you even want to split the checks between both partners. Like Zoroark and Adyn are doing the MMC fight, while Val and Masochist are climbing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually, I think the people who didn't fight MMC are going in different directions, which is interesting. And it looks like it paid off more for Red Team because they found Claw first. Shouldn't make that big of a difference. I think Zoroark will find that before Maso gets to Queen Station, so should still be able to check the Queen Station Mask Shard. And yeah, I guess the other thing is that Green Path is now only 1 left, so...
0.
It's 0. You're right. It is no more. So we'll probably be seeing Valentin go straight to Cliffs. Well, I guess they don't have a Boulder Killer. See what they decide to do. I don't know.
Val is going up still.
Yeah. Perhaps getting Green Path Stag bench. Or maybe just getting...
planning to go to cliffs.
Yeah. They don't have a boulder killer right now, so they can't do it, but it is not a bad idea to get the bench, I'd say.
Wasn't there like a
There's the bench.
tight jump they could do
There's
from the
the vault.
chest?
The tight jump, I believe, requires a slope ball, which obviously is not allowed. So.
Ooh, but Falcon has a great idea. Dash boulders.
Dash boulders. That is a play. I would say it's much more difficult in Boulder Shell. Like all boulder kills, they're much more difficult with Boulder Shell than with any of the other two boulders. Mark of Pride for the chest pogo. That makes sense. Yeah, you can also do it with a slope ball with the chest still there. But obviously they cannot do that. And we're seeing Maso already in Fungal. Oh, is that going towards Deep Nest? And then, yeah, forgot the map. Probably going to Deep Nest though? Yeah. So let's see. Deep Nest has 4. Okay, makes sense. Crossroads has 3. Dirtmouth has 4. Fungal has 3. So, really going anywhere here is good enough. There's not really a bad play to make here, I'd say.
Just have to gamble and hope the location you check has the major item you want.
And yeah, that's really one of the problems I'd say with a Claw early seed is just that it can spiral so heavily for one side if they just go the right area first. But you know, such is rando.
Yeah, I did notice that Phil is actually going for the dash boulder.
Can you get it with a turnaround? I thought it was you have to do it while it's spitting. That's how I've always done it. But we are seeing a warp out. Makes sense. Oh! A vanilla Deep Nest map. Incredible.
Half vanilla because there's 2 Deep Nest maps locations.
Well, in Rando, actually, the one by Mantis Lords is the one that is replaced by Quill. So, it's vanilla. I mean, but I guess technically you have 2 chances at that, if you want to look at it that way. I think Vale is still going for it. Wow.
Did they get like... Oh, he's actually trying to jump.
Oh, setting up Shade Skip here? Okay. Oh! Oh.
Thank God they have Claw.
Yeah. Adyn is going to be the first one to Crossroads, presumably.
I don't think it's a questionable play, because they would have both went the same way if they didn't do that.
Yeah, I think what's maybe questionable here is if Adyn actually goes to Crossroads. I think Adyn should go to Fungal or Deep Nest here, just because if Vale gets up there, he will end up going into Crossroads.
And a dive.
And there's dive, so did not need to do any of that. Unfortunate. Probably want the reward. Oh, he's not going to get dive for a little bit because there's delay, right? Probably going to turn around soon to get Boulder Shell. And Adyn is going into Crossroads, so this is interesting. I don't know that I agree, just because this is a slightly worse split. They're going to run into each other soon, but it's not the worst. And Vale can go to Peak, so not bad.
That's a lucky dream nail to find in cliffs.
Yeah.
Gets to light the lantern as well.
And honestly, Cliffs is pretty good because there's not a whole lot there, and there are plenty of majors there. Hmm.
Yeah, Adyn is actually going down fungal.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it just did the quick checks on crossroads. So we have 4 runners in 4 different locations.
Yeah. Pretty cool to see. Oh, Vale not lighting the lantern. Interesting. You know, we say it's a nice split, and yet we're not going to be able to keep track of the 4 since they're all in different places. Oh, well. And have they checked grubs, or are they just saving grubs?
No one even got to Grubfather yet, no.
I would think you wouldn't save acid grub until you're sure there's something at grubs. But, I mean, it's alright.
And the Dark at Cornifer map in Crossroads.
Nice. And yeah, I did see that. It was DV Stag at Baldershell, which is also pretty solid. Because that makes it so that Vale can get into Deep Nest without it being too much of a hassle. Adyn not healing here.
There's a rate at 17 grubs, and I saw Dash Slash at Meadow.
Oh. Okay. Adyn going towards Mantis Lords. That's good. See, we have, what, 2 left in Fungal? Okay. And yeah, not a lot left in Crossroads, right? Seeing 1 left.
Most likely at Salubra.
Yeah, especially with linear. Always seems like there's something at Salubra.
I'm curious about what Zoro is doing now. I think he warped to the wrong area.
Perhaps. It's going to Cliffs. Okay. So we're gonna potentially be seeing that dream now again. I'll doing this backwards so that we get the dark room.
I don't see that often.
And Adyn gets done with Mantis Lords. Pretty good. Did not open that beforehand, so just wait here. Yeah. And I guess. Yeah, this was interesting choice from them. Maso is going back through Shroom Ogres, which is pretty slow, but I guess doesn't have much else to do. Could do Dark Deep Nest. Probably doesn't want to do Dark Deep Nest. But then again, it's pretty likely to have stuff considering they have 4 left.
Well, Zoro did leave 2 cliffs, so maybe Maso is gonna do shops.
Yeah, could be. Looks like Maso's going to Fungal. And did we see what was at Mantis Lords?
There was nothing.
Useful.
Like a pale ore, maybe.
So I guess there's like Fungal Core left that they haven't done yet, probably, and Willow.
Has any team checked Sports Room?
And Adyn doesn't check Bretta. I believe Maso checked Spore Shroom. Going into Deep Nest. Okay. And Adyn going into Deep Nest here. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh, and there's gonna be 2 checks we haven't seen before from Meso.
Oh, King Sag. Oh, that's huge.
That's a terrible location for it.
They don't have elevator pass randomized, though, so they already do have access. Because they could just go through Peak and do the Dark Room. So, not terrible for blue team to not get it, but also that's going to speed things up a lot for red team. Because really, both of them can just stag there and go opposite directions, and it's just really nice. Oh!
Error! That's gonna suck for Vale.
Yeah, wow.
Well, Super Secret Room had a Dreamer, and they're not done with Crossroads.
Mm-hmm. Even going back up through here. Wondering if...
The map, and maybe the grub.
Yeah, map and grub, presumably. I wonder if he'll also go to Sports Room, or if he'll wait to do that from QG. Could be also that doesn't care about the hot spring because he's planning on doing Dark Deep Nest backwards. And Zoroark? AFK maybe? Interesting. Hope that is not a controller or keyboard issue. And yeah, as the runners were mentioning before the match, there is something in every area, which is very interesting. So we will be seeing them go everywhere. Okay, Maso does go save Bretta. Zoroark's strategy, so very true.
Ooh, almost got the no jump drop.
Nope.
I would just take it safe here.
Oh, okay. Gets it. Yeah, missing it. After missing it once, it's like, do you really want to keep going for it? Not that bad once you learn it. And it's still not super fun to continuously die to it. So.
Ooh,
Okay.
Adyn is on 1 health.
Dirtmouth Stag, Crossroads Stag, and nothing else.
And I almost cursed Adyn there.
So Adyn did come up here from bottom, which makes sense. And is maybe going to the hot spring now? Okay.
Didn't fail. Oh, never mind. Okay, first slide check.
Yeah, so if Zoroark goes to shops, then they might find... Oh, and where was Wings? Oh, Wings was in Distant Village. Okay. And Adyn dies. Oh, that's... And breaks strength. That's pretty unfortunate. Zoroark taking off strength. Probably trying to get to Stag Nest. Okay.
You cannot learn the one on the right. You have to use the one on the left.
Yeah, there's a box around Gorb that doesn't let you.
Yeah, the Gorb Arena doesn't let any other enemy to enter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think in particular it also just doesn't want or they didn't want you to be reading, because you usually would read to challenge the Dream Warrior and then have you get hit by an enemy, which makes sense.
So QT Stag was in Stag Nest.
Adyn hitting it through the wall. Nice. Yeah, I was also noticing that red team did get DV Stag first, and they still haven't checked it, whereas the other team has, and Wings is there, which is pretty good for blue team.
Ooh,
to have found it.
Dashmaster at VS.
Ooh, and that's really nice.
It looks like Maso is doing Dark Deep Nest. The best content you'll never see.
This is getting into the big room. Yep. Oh, falls, misses the platform.
Yeah, both members of Blue Team are doing Dark Rooms.
Okay, goes towards the dream tree. I guess doesn't know where the up wall is, or is doing this on purpose.
And apparently VS was also in A-Mount, so both teams are gonna have Dashmaster eventually.
Yeah, Vale going to King Stag before going to Distant Village Stag, which is unfortunate for them for sure.
Doing the Dream Tree in Dark Deep Nest? What? Why?
I'm wondering if it's just for like 1 or 2 essence in case they get Dreamgate. Oh no.
That makes sense. Also, Cyclone was there at the Mask Maker Totem.
Yeah. And Adyn and Vale still not going for DV Stag. I did see Vale got bench storage and then removed it before going to the transition. So good or bad?
So if you fell from the grub, just go get the grub blood sack.
Ooh. Maso dies here. It's very unfortunate.
Oh, and that's an annoying place to die as well. Like, even getting the shit back is not safe.
He knows kind of what he's doing, but isn't the most comfortable with all the rooms. He knows that there's a devout here. Okay. Yeah, and Zoroark's gonna get Dirtmouth back here, so that's gonna allow Maso to check Bretta. And Maso's going towards Weavers then. Did he make it? Dove, and the hitbox of the Devout stopped him. So, if you didn't know, Devouts have a hitbox, and you can't walk through them even when you have iframes, and you can't dive through them when you have iframes. In fact, sometimes you slope off of them. Very interesting.
He also didn't get his shade back.
Yeah. Also, okay, does buy Dermot Stag. I was wondering. Is Maso gonna check? Okay, yes.
Kinda sucks
Diving
that the
the
only
wall,
spell they have
perhaps?
is
No.
dive.
I think the dive there would have hit the wall. Not sure.
Anyway, it's 4/ to break it if you don't have spells.
And looks like Wraiths is at the Weaver's Den chest.
So one more check in Deep Nest.
I did not see what was at Essence.
Oh wait, it's the Harad super secret, so we know where everything is in Deep Nest.
Oh, nice. So what was it? 2 in Dark Deep Nest, 1
at DV.
in Beast Den. Oh, 1 in DV, right?
And the super secret.
I did not see what was at Essence. I don't know if anyone in chat saw. I think Dreamgate was at Dreamwielder. So that was good. No majors at Essence. Okay. Good to know. Oh, and Resting Grounds is 0. It doesn't matter.
1. They got the Dream Gate there.
Yeah. Yeah, there was the Dream Gate was the only one. And Adyn is checking DP now, so they'll find their wings. They'll probably be a little upset they didn't check it earlier. There you go. So checking Bretta. And also checking White Shop.
Can you use GG in Rando to get your shit back?
I don't believe so.
Because I think that's what Masochist is trying to do.
Love Key?
Compass?
No GG look down. Suboptimal. I hate to see it. Houston. Adyn is doing okay, yeah. They do not know what's in Dark Deep Nest yet.
Yep. And looks like Stagnus was at the Lemeg.
Do they have... Oh, is Zoroark going for the airsaw version of this? Yeah, Zoroark's gonna go for the spike tunnel with Wraiths. Which has a different timing from Fireball, so... Oh, and a well-timed... Very well-timed soul refill. Still not getting it, though. Might leave here. Does not? Okay.
And while Masochist is doing peaks.
Okay, yeah. It's probably easier with either Fireball or Dash Master, both of which are in Ancestral Round, so... Could do that. And Veil is getting Nail 3, so... I guess after having seen nothing at Essence, is comfortable getting Nail upgrades, so...
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you know you don't have to fight Dream Warriors, you definitely want Nail upgrades for DPS.
Yeah, and getting it this early is really nice. Because you're gonna have it for a lot of things. And also the 1-cost Strength and the 2-cost Quick Slash, yeah, they're gonna love that. And even the 1-cost Nail Master's Glory. All very good. And here's False Knight. I don't know that we saw False Knight.
Because Veil went from the left.
Yeah.
Infection.
So I'm thinking we haven't seen this yet.
No, and we know it's nothing because the one last item they need is in A-mount.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Oh,
And
but
the
they're
other one's
getting
at
a
Grubs.
second support key.
Oh, that's good. So there are 2 dupe simple keys. Just because that's what the settings are. They're chosen to make it a little bit easier on the runners. And that's the only thing in QG. So no Trader Lord. And yeah.
Also, I saw the sports room at the city key.
Nice. And shop key at peak map. Adyn will save the grub though. Makes sense. And okay, Zoroark hasn't picked up the VS yet, so. Oh, and was there a Dream Nail at
Yep.
Peak Idol? Oh yeah, Dream Nail at Peak Idol, and Master just going off on an adventure. Fair enough. So I guess we know where the Awoken Dream Nail is now. Just one team has to go to Resting Grounds, the other team has to go to Peak. And there's one more Dream Nail out there. Yep.
I can understand not doing CG if you have Dreamgate.
Yeah, I guess the other thing is that
if he finds the one missing item, like right here, he'd be done with base and won't need to fight CG at all.
It is 3 pretty fast checks, but I guess your damage isn't the best right now. Maso going a long way around. Even has wings. Yeah, and we won't be seeing White Palace yet because they don't have C dash. Although it is plausible that the only C dash is in White Palace. It could be at the first check.
You can do like half of White Palace.
It could be at the first path of Pain Totem, actually. In fact...
Oh, and I missed that Kingsbrand was in Fungal Core.
Kingsbrand and Fungal Core, okay. Is that the... Oh, and did we miss another fungal major item? Oh, there was a White Fragment as well. Okay. Yeah, so we have seen an All Majors race. It was not streamed, but there was an All Majors race where the first Path of Pain Totem had C dash. Actually, it might have been the second Path of Pain Totem. But yeah. So it is possible that their C dash is not in the overworld, and they're gonna need to go through White Palace for it. Interesting. It's always interesting where people decide to warp to use their Dream Gate. I always think that it's better to warp to a bench that has a hot spring next to it, just because Dream Gating from a hot spring is nice. Also. And yeah, Maso is Dream Nailing CG1, so would have been better to Dream Gate from a hot spring if he has one. I don't know that he has one though. Probably has Deepness hot spring though, yeah?
Yeah, I believe so.
And with Maso not having nail upgrades here, these fights are going to be a little bit slower. Oh, Elegant Key at Divine. Didn't see which one it was.
And dive.
And then Dive as well.
Yeah, so
I think those were the last 2?
Yeah, both Heart and Strength had 2 items.
Oh, no.
One item.
So Heart and Strength are 2 of them. There was one in Egg Shop, and we don't know where the last one is.
Yeah, blue team got all 3 of those.
All of blue team struggling on money, where we see red team very rich. And Adyn, I think, is getting the last check in Deep Nest here. Yep. So it'll be interesting to see if... Okay, and Maso's doing a Dark Room here. It'll be interesting to see if the blue team goes for Fungal Core before going for Mantis Lords, because that could really advantage them. Because if they go to Fungal Core into Deep Nest first, then that's a lot of time save, and that's where all the items are. I guess, is that the last thing in Peak? Yeah, that Defender's Quest is the last thing in Peak. So they're going to leave, and they're going to find the Awoken Dream Nail here. We'll see if they go to White Palace. I think neither team has gone to Waterways yet. They might be scared of White Palace, though. And to their credit, it is not fun to do White Palace without C-Dash.
So you have raids.
Yeah. Wraiths, although, I don't know. To be fair, a double does 30 damage, whereas 2 Wraiths hits does 26. And that's the most likely outcome when using either of those, so it's not a terrible play. Of course, we know that Maso does not need to do any of this. He does skip Dream Nail cutscene. This is gonna pay off. Did not save Soul for Crypt, but it's not gonna matter. Oh, and it's really not gonna matter. Well then, okay. Yeah, very smart play. I honestly agree with this. Oh, it was not at Dream Shield. It was at the Resting Ground stack. Yeah, I agree, because I think this is more check dense in terms of time. So
I don't think Maso realizes that he's done with Resting Grounds, or maybe he's just going to
Kingstag, going to Kingstag because they don't have it. It's from it was from what, Mantis Lord's Deep Nest, so they don't have King Stag yet. And Adyn is going into peak here. Oh. Oh, Veil.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, man.
Chat, you've seen nothing.
Some choice decisions from Veil here. Okay. Very, very interesting.
Nothing happened. Let's not talk about it.
And, you know, it's honestly pretty cool right now. We're seeing that the players have cleared kind of different areas, kind of the same areas. And they're both at 23. It's 23 to 23.
They're
and Zoroark
right now.
is going to Fungal Core first, so this is gonna be really good for them. If Zoroark finds the... I guess they know there's nothing in Fungal anymore, so just going to Deep Nest here, and they're gonna find Hera. And yeah, that's really good for them. We're gonna see... I'm not sure. Will Maso try to go to Kingdom's Edge here? That's what I want to know.
Looks like it.
And he does. Okay. If he can get the skip in a reasonable amount of time, I want to say they're advantaged. Honestly. Because yeah, this is... Ooh. Yeah, that's not great. C-Dash at base and ore. Ooh, okay. Well then. I think we might be seeing Veil go to White Palace here.
Adyn is about to pick up Awoken for them.
Yeah. No text skip from Veil, but uncertain whether that's actually faster. So we do know that Adyn is slightly ahead, stream-wise, so might be a little bit before we see the Dream Nail, but we probably will be seeing White Palace.
There was a greed in Basin, so that's all 3 Fragile Charms covered.
And Zoroark got the Hera and is also going to King Stag now. Not benching? Okay, benching. And yeah, it looks like they're not going to be super comfortable going into...
Ooh, Meso is gonna do the tunnel skip. Oh no, it's just setting up Dream Gate there for later.
Yeah, that makes sense. And he's gonna find C-Dash, so that's gonna pay off. And we'll see what they decide to do. I don't know if Maso's gonna go for like White Palace and Abyss, and then expect Zoroark to do Edge. That would be the best play, I'd say. But I don't know how comfortable either of them are with the edge skips, so I guess we'll see what they decide to do.
Yeah, Veil is not waiting on White Palace, going straight in.
Yeah, did we see what was at the top of White Palace? Not super sure, but... And I think... Yeah, so... Yeah, the teams are pretty even right now. I'd say that, honestly, I think... Blue team has been keeping up because of their decision-making. More than just their execution. So I think there have been some parts where Red have had better execution. But definitely in terms of decision-making... Blue has skipped the right checks, and it's really helped them. Veil didn't look at King Frag. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's better to look at it, just because if you get 2 and you know there's one at the top, then you don't have to do any Path of Pain. But I guess we will see. Yeah, and Adyn is gonna full clear Crystal Peak before getting the thing at the Seamount Totem.
Okay, we're gonna get a great check from Zoro. Oh, and right, he didn't buy the hard check.
Yeah. But Heart is gonna show up first here. I guess he's gonna buy that. Oh.
No, Greed is showing up.
Oh, interesting.
And you have to unequip it.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess the chest must have been a soul refill, and Adyn dash slashed it through the wall. Masu's going to Abyss here, while Vale is in White Palace.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did Vale do right side first?
I think so. Which this is what I do.
Well, I think doing left first is much faster.
Yeah, I told that it might be faster, but I don't know. I think it's actually pretty close, especially with bench warp. I think the main argument for doing left side first is okay, Vale's going for this. I think the main argument for going right side first is that you get to keep Soul going into Path of Pain. But yeah, I think it's pretty close. You definitely want the bench so that you don't have to do all of left side. Because waiting for the Atrium Gate is very slow. And not sure. What did we see something in Abyss?
Not yet.
No. Okay.
But we do have a Watcher Knights fight.
Although we know it's not there, right? It's just in City Storms. Or is it in Sanctum? I believe we saw City Storms and Sanctum only from Red Team, and they have 0 in City, so. Oh, and Tram Pass was in White Palace, apparently. So there's your ticket to Edge, if you don't want to do the swim skips. But I suspect we will probably be seeing swim skips. Adyn's struggling with the Crystal Peak Dark Room, actually. Oh, no, this is Joni's, never mind. Is there a reason to go for Joni's? Yes, it still has one thing. Okay. And Adyn will light the Grim Lantern. Okay. Oh, I guess Adyn must have already done the Crystal Peak Dark Room because we're seeing them at 0 in Crystal Peak. I missed it. Whoops. Yeah, and it makes sense that it's in Sanctum based on what we saw from them. And isn't...
Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they still don't have Shade Cloak. So Abyss cannot be completed.
Yeah. So I do think Vale had the right play here going for White Palace first.
It's
Yeah, so
real time to finish.
Yep. This is based on real time.
So both teams started at the same time, and when both players are done, that's when the team finishes.
Which means that if either of them dies to Radiance, that could be problematic. And
Goal is West side.
Yeah, and I think we saw the other white fragment at the first totem in White Palace, so that is Void Heart already. Masu's still without a shade. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense for sure.
It's a dark room.
Yeah, you don't want to go there in the dark. It's also interesting because we don't know where the last Dream Nail is, but we know that it's not behind White Palace or in the dark because the other one, well, we would have to find either Lantern or a Dream Nail somewhere not behind White Palace or in the dark, just because there was a Dream Nail in Dark Deep Nest. Also going for left side spectrum. I thought they had a simple key. I thought they had 2 simple keys, so I don't think they need to do this. Oh, and that's very unfortunate. I think they made it and then fell off. They are pogoing a little bit early, which is probably what's causing them the main problems. Zoroark will be getting nail upgrades here. Doesn't know about right side. That's a very unfortunate, actually. That's gonna, like, probably 30 seconds or so. Depending on how many nail upgrades they get. Yeah, it's not fun to have to sit through all these cutscenes. You can actually talk to the nailsmith on the right side, and you get maximum nail upgrades that you are able to get. Adyn is in Joni's, is the end. There it is. And there's Shake Look.
And the last White Palace item is in Path of Pain. Fun time!
Yep.
Is it really faster to go from the top bench?
Yeah, not sure. I do think that it's probably better to check the top, like check what's at the corpse, and then play the odds if there's nothing there by going into Path of Pain. But it's always hard to say, right?
He already checked the first.
Yeah, Vale already did first hit, I believe. Something going wrong on Vale's end? Oh. Weird. I don't know if Vale got some sort of storage there and needed to go back or something.
Ooh, Shade Soul behind the Trampas in Edge.
Yeah. And they will not be doing the swim skip. They're going straight into Edge from here. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he had bench storage somehow. Very strange.
An Abyss Drake at Flugmarn. I think otherwise is... No, wait, it's not done yet.
Yeah, there were 3 here, I believe. Might? Okay, no, we will not be seeing nail upgrades from Maso because no money. And we're going to be seeing the slow route. You hate to see it. Maso, what are you doing? Half the people watching don't even know where you are. I don't know where you are. Yeah, there's a faster route where you C-dash into the room. And you just go up, left, up, right, up, left. Seal of Binding. So we're seeing actual Path of Pain from Vale, and then we're seeing the reward from Path of Pain from Maso. I think Zoroark is cleaning up City here. And yeah, here, actually at the end, I think Vale and Adyn are catching up because they're doing White Palace and Edge sooner, which is definitely gonna help them out. It is 11 to 14. I don't even want to go by the numbers though, honestly. Just the fact that White Palace has been basically done by red team.
Yeah,
I'd say
White
puts
Palace
them
and Edge
ahead.
are actually very low right now for Valentin and Adyn,
Yeah.
but they were both quick checks.
Nice. Finding the nothing check. Automatic
Yeah.
winners.
And Adyn just found his Muzz and Lantern in Edge. No wait, this Muzz was in White Palace. Never mind. Delay.
Okay. Yeah. So 8 to 14. Yeah, that is pretty signifying, I'd say. I don't know. Is Adyn going into waterways from here, perhaps? I assume it's either waterways or it's going for grubs. I think they still have the one thing at grubs. We know it's not at greed, and we know... So it has to be either NMG or Grim. Haven't seen Fog Canyon from either team, I believe. And here we're seeing it from Vale. And then red team only has to do... I guess it's Abyss and Waterways. So they'll probably finish up fairly soon. Depending on what the checks are. Could be Void Heart, just like every other round.
It's all at the top egg. In waterways.
Nice. And looks like Masso's going back for the swim skip. Makes sense. The only unfortunate thing is that they're gonna... Yeah. So they're gonna need to come back. Or if they get this, they might end up full clearing edge, which would be slow for them since the Trampas is in White Palace and one of the checks is behind Trampas.
Just saw Lurian at the map in Fog Canyon.
And we're seeing... And it's at Grim, isn't it? Troop Master Grim time? First we'll be seeing Abyss. And we're seeing Masso do White Palace, so that'll be nice. He'll be able to go to Edge through Trampas.
I think that was the play to do White Palace at that point.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, it's actually an area you can full clear.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because you can full clear White Palace and you can't full clear Edge right now if you don't have Trampas. Yeah, I think we're seeing now just how many more checks red team had done. Because blue team had a few good breaks in there, but I think red team was really just checking the wrong areas and like ending up full clearing areas more than blue team. So, and now it's helping them that blue team does have to actually go back to full clear some areas. Although, they didn't full clear city, which is a pretty big area, so. Okay, and there's the Abyss Shriek. I guess, do we know where it is? Is it at Dung Defender? Oh no, it's at the top
Trick
left,
was at
right?
Flugmarm. Oh, the last item, yeah. It's
Yeah,
shit's all at the top egg.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we're gonna get birthplace checks. Blue team didn't see those.
Oh, they checked neither of them? Oh, that's really unfortunate. They don't even have Shade Cloak yet, do they?
Nope.
Yeah, that's really
That's
gonna hurt. Curious why they didn't check it. Did they not have any of the white
it's an
fragments? Maybe
edge.
they didn't.
Pretty sure it's an edge, which is
The
why
white
they don't
fragment?
have it. The shade cloak.
Well, I just mean, why didn't they check birthplace? I guess they probably didn't have the white fragments.
No, yeah, they didn't.
Yeah, that really hurts. And
Yeah,
I'm
I feel
guessing
like
we're gonna see.
it's always better to try to clear areas you can full clear before those that you can just do half the checks. Like doing Abyss without King Soul or Shade Cloak was not a good play in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda want to make sure to check everything there before you go. If you can,
Yeah,
at least.
and I do think the biggest mistake Blue Team has made so far was just going to Abyss before White Palace. I do think, yeah, since, as you were saying, they know they can full clear White Palace, it's better to just go there first. Oh, and yeah, I'm thinking that Vale did the top check in White Palace, got warped out, and was laying on the floor when he warped, or didn't wait for the save icon when he warped, so probably had early control and got bench storage, which makes sense. UOL does funky things sometimes. I do like that we're seeing Adyn overcharmed. Very fun. Oh, where was Swim, actually? I did not see that pop up.
Neither did I.
Does look like
Must have been a check we missed in Edge.
in, yeah, either an Edge or Abyss, I'm not sure. Oh no, it was, Wraiths was the last thing in Abyss. No, that was Grubfather. Never mind, I have no clue what the last item in Abyss was. Double checking Sly before doing Grim. Fair enough. But it does seem like they're gonna have to do Grim. Adyn back in Edge. I don't know. Doing random checks, waiting for Grim, I suppose. Yeah, and Red Team really super pulled ahead at the end there.
Do they have all three
Very...
fragile charms?
Yeah. All of them have been checked, so... Yeah, I think the good execution with White Palace and choosing to do White Palace before clearing Basin was really what decided this here. And Zoroark actually doing Hornet 2, which is a waste of time, as we know. Oh, it could be Shaman. I don't know if Vale went for the quick kill, but with this HP and no Shaman, you probably don't want to go for a balloon kill.
Vale has pure nail.
Ah, that is true. Yeah, so Grim actually scales to nail damage at nail 3 and 4. I think it increases by like probably a few hundred, but it's not that big of a deal, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much on this fight, opposed to the Dream Warriors.
Yeah, it just makes it a bit, like, it makes it quite a bit harder to do like a one cycle with, or a single balloon, but it doesn't make the fight harder, really.
Oh, it's not Grim.
Oh, and it's not Grim. What have they not checked? Have they not checked Egg Shop?
Oh, they're looking for simple keys. Oof.
Well, that's interesting, because what did they check that blue team hasn't then? And we do know there's one at False Night, so... Yeah, I don't know what blue team hasn't checked, because blue team is doing Grim now. Maybe it's at Shopkeeper for them?
Brother?
Bretta was a Soul Totem, I believe. I think blue team checked Greed, and it was the Wanderer's Journal. I know Love Key was at Egg Shop. Do they have Love Key? Oh, they don't have Love Key. Or red team doesn't have Love Key, so that's what that is. It's at Egg Shop. I don't know what blue team is missing from Tournament. Maybe it's like Swim at Shopkey or something like that. Swim or Great Slash at, are behind Shopkey. It's the only thing I can think of. Cause I don't know what else they haven't checked.
And I'm not saying anything, chat. I didn't want to curse the roll.
So red team is missing Love Key, and we know where Love Key is because blue team got it from Egg Shop. So I think blue team must have not checked Shopkey.
And I'm trying to remember where blue team found a key that red team didn't.
No, yeah, Love Key was at Egg Shop, and they found False Night key, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it was at False Night, the key they found.
Yeah. False Night. It's the only one I've remembered. There could be more. And Zote is not randoed, for anyone who was asking that. Because they didn't randomize Boss Essence. It's gonna be interesting. It's a rush for them to find a simple key here. Since they've both used theirs. I actually don't know where both of them used theirs. Because I would think one of them would have spike tunneled into waterways. And then one would do Egg Shop, one would do Pleasure House, and then the other one would check what's at God Tuner, and there was nothing at God Tuner, so... I don't know. It's interesting that both of them have used up their simple keys. And this does give blue team a chance to catch up.
It really depends on where the other simple keys are.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, the one item in Howling Cliffs is at Joni's. It's at the Joni's totem. They don't have Lantern. I think Lantern was an edge. Oh, and Adyn's going here to Glowing Womb and then False Night, so they will find a simple key. They're guaranteed to find a simple key soon. But yeah,
Swim was an edge.
Oh, Swim was an edge. Okay.
Oh no, wait. It's the Abyss check. Never mind.
Oh. So, where was Lantern?
Lantern was on the way up to Colo. I remember that.
So they're missing... Huh. Maybe it was a duplicate spell or a duplicate dream nail that was at Shopkey?
Great Slash?
Or Great Slash, yeah.
Oh, Maso is going to Hive.
Interesting. I'm curious what... Yeah, because I think they're only missing the thing at Shopkey. I wonder why they checked that yet.
I also think Zoro is using Dreamgate a bit too much here.
And there's the simple key. Very unfortunate order of events here for blue team. I do think red went straight up instead of going down first, which helped them a lot in edge.
I still
And
think
there we
doing
see
the check Satoru is better. There's more.
Yeah,
there.
I do think it's more check dance, but it did pay off for red team, so. No GG look down once again. You hate to see it. Suboptimal. And they're gonna find lanterns soon. And yeah. I don't know. Like, maybe they've already checked it and it was duplicate dream nail and that's why they haven't gotten it yet? At a Shopkey? I just don't know why they wouldn't have done that yet.
And Zoro is done with edge. Zoro, please. You're done. Just bench warp.
And one of them has to do cliffs. Oh, but it's Zoro that has to do both, so I wonder if Maso's gonna go to Black Egg here, or... Oh, actually, Maso's already gone to Black Egg. Maso could just start killing THK here, I guess. Or is maybe getting nail upgrades? This would make sense as well. And keeping an eye on Racer 1.
But it's still much closer than I thought.
Yeah.
Blue team is basically done as well.
Yeah, blue team played really well here. I'm assuming we're gonna see the GGs soon, considering...
Oh, Zoro didn't
delay.
do better.
Why is Zoro opening egg shop? There's some missing comms here. Yeah, they're... Apparently they did not communicate it. That's interesting. Because Maso has already checked that.
Was it in KP? No, wait.
They've already checked KP. I think it has to be a dream nail behind Shopkey. Yeah, and we're probably gonna see it here. They'd never checked Shopkey. Wow.
Yep.
And there it is. Drag him in. Hello.
Jeez.
Do you want to hear where the simple keys are? Fuck's sake.
Both teams found the exact same simple keys.
Yeah, where are the last ones? Or the other 4?
There were 2 at the Elegant Soul Warrior. One at the
Oh.
Runspeak in Dark
Oh,
Deepness.
I didn't notice that. I think Zoro did those
Yeah,
checks.
Zoro did
Yeah.
that. Yeah, very curious. Where you guys use your simple keys? I guess one of you guys opened Waterways?
No,
Or I
we
thought...
didn't have any.
No.
That was our first.
Oh, that was your first simple key.
We never used a
Yes.
single simple key, and that's why we were looking for it in the end.
Oh,
Stupidest thing in the game.
gotcha.
And it's out of all
Yeah.
things, it's a first night, of course.
Yeah, and this match actually would have been very, like, it would have been a lot closer if Blue Team had remembered they hadn't checked shop key yet.
Yes.
It was very unfortunate that it was just forgotten. But yeah, it was a very close race, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
a
Another
lot
main
of
difference
skipped
is
checks.
yeah. Another main difference here is because Blue Team didn't have infection, so they had to fight False Knight to get the last check in Crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many did they have left?
Oh, they
they're
were
on the
fighting
final fight.
THJ.
Yeah, I was fighting
Oh,
THK.
okay.
So like some of the big things were that Blue Team never had to check Mantis Lords. Red Team never went down to Oro. Well, like before they had all the majors.
That was a quick
Um,
city clear as well from Red Team.
Yeah.
And Red also didn't do Watcher Knights. So
I think City's probably what killed us.
yeah,
I
I think it's hard to tell. Yeah, City
Because Zoro, you
is
checked pretty much everything in City, right?
Yeah, literally everything except for Collector.
yeah, City
Maybe-
hurt you guys, and then also I'd say
A double dip in Abyss.
the double dip in Abyss.
Yeah,
Yep.
that did not help.
I think going for White Palace there first was the play, and that's what Red Team did. But yeah, it was a very close race still.
I'm so mad about the Randstag Dark Deepness key because I just warped out of Waverston. That would have been
It was funny that Mazo lost his shade in Dark Deepness and never went back for it.
Mhm.
I played the entire seed essentially without my shade.
Yeah, I also died in Deepness once, so it equals out, I guess.
I'm curious,
with
how
such a
early
late
were you
time.
guys wings?
Oh yeah, they got that really early.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blue Team checked it immediately.
Yeah.
Oh,
makes
wow.
sense.
That was the
Yeah.
other difference, I suppose. They got that pretty early. You guys were like even on major items remaining for probably most of the seed. All the way
It's
down
only
to
at
like
the end. It's only at the
I don't
end
know.
that it snowballed.
Yeah, I think it was like at 14 items or so, and then it went down to like 14 to 8. Like when Vale was doing White Palace and Adyn did Edge. And then it kept snowballing down from there.
Yeah. The
But
fact that Edge was really not doing Edge early hurt us a lot.
actually Red Team didn't do Edge super early. They waited till they had Trampass. And that helped them a lot because they didn't have to do Hive, they didn't have to do lower Edge. Yeah, they just like found all the places in Edge. It was really interesting. Well, does anyone have anything else they want to say?
Another thing I
No.
noticed is that I don't think either team checked what was at King Fragment
Yes.
before entering
Yeah.
White
I did.
Palace.
I did. It was a Wanderer's
Okay.
Journal.
Yeah, well, Vale did climb up all the way to check the 2 items there to find nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, shout outs to stop locking in Path of Pain. That was really annoying. Not sure if you got that.
I guess
You
you got
saw-
bench storage.
Oh.
I was trying to pick up the item while
Um,
falling. I assumed that's what happened.
I think so. If you were unable to move there with the soft lock, my guess is that you warped out of the waking up animation after picking up King Fragment check. Because you were laying on the floor there, and you probably warped out. I don't know, maybe too early or something, and you got bench storage there. That is my best
Interesting.
guess. Because I think the safest thing to do if you are laying down and you need to get up is just wait till you get completely wake up and see the save icon, and then you can warp out. That's what I always do, and then I make sure I don't get bench storage. But I don't really know. QOL does weird things, so
Yes, it does.
QOL and bench warp.
Also, a scream on Flukmarm.
Hmm?
There was a scream on Flukmarm. Shriek.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was having Zoro go get Shriek. Took a little longer than I was hoping to. And I ended up killing Flukmarm without Shriek. And got
Yeah.
Shriek right before Zoro did.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I the only one who killed Nailsmith?
Yep.
Yeah.
We only found
I
3 Pale Ore.
I would like to declare that I do not support what my teammate did right there. It's an evil act.
I don't think Vil did good things in the last race as well.
Yeah. It was a good race.
Yeah.
I find it ironic that I did every single dark room and then I'm the one finding Lantern in the end.
Yeah. That lantern was very late. It's
Yeah.
very interesting.
So if you guys aren't aware, there's 3 more races going on today.
Mm-hmm.
So we have
The next
Eclipse
one.
and Tardy versus Spring and Azeroth. That race
And
is in 2 hours.
do we know if that's a lower bracket match? I guess that's
Yeah, it's a
probably
lower bracket.
Yeah, so that will have the round 1 settings. And we will have Purple and Ash on comms. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. See you in a bit.